Good day, Nuts Collectible here. With the release of the Black Widow movie, here I am reviewing the Marvel Legends Deluxe action figure Black Widow movie figure. So let's take a closer look at her. The figure is considered a deluxe action figure because it's loaded with several accessories. But here we have the figure first, which has a good representation of how Scarlett Johansson looks like. You can see how beautiful Hasbro has done this head sculpt. You can see even the pupils of her eyes are green. It's really amazing. She closely looks like the actress herself. In terms of her hair, there is a wash and a good sculpt work. It doesn't prohibit much of the articulation, and it's a good hair representing how she looked like in the movies. In terms of the suit, it's not your typical Black Widow suit, which is black. We have here the white suit that she is supporting in the movie, which you can see in the trailers as well. There's sculpt work here with the lines here. These are all sculpted, which is one thing which I like about how Hasbro makes Marvel Legend figures for movies. They do a lot of detail in terms of their movie figures compared to their comic book figures. So you can see how nicely sculpted everything is. All the details. She wears some kind of a high-heeled shoe, which makes it a little bit difficult for her to stand sometimes. Noticeable to this figure is on the crotch here. You can see the connecting ball joints that connect to her legs. I did check other reviews and other figures. This sometimes happens, but I did sold some figures, I think 2 figures, which doesn't have this problem, or probably it's just a matter of fixing it or posing it like that. So when you pose her like that, it's not that noticeable, but when she does like a kick, it's very obvious. So probably it's just a matter of trying to find a way to pose her. The figure comes with 3 pairs of hands. First we have here is the closed fist hand, which I assume is for punching and for the stinger. So to put the stinger on, you just put it here, then put on the hand. Just push it a bit harder. You want to get in. There you go. You have the closed fist hand with stingers. Next we have the grabbing hands, which we can consider as the weapon holding hand. So it can hold the hooks that she comes with. So here we have the 2 hooks with her hand holding hand. Next we have the trigger finger hand that I call. So it can hold the guns that she comes with. It is very small, the guns. I mean, I thought I lost one of them because it's so small that your vacuum cleaner, or maybe if you have pets, it can just easily eat it. So yeah, so these guns are really tiny and can be easily lost, especially that it's colored black, all jet black. So yeah, good small guns. In terms of articulation, her head can look from side to side, look upward that much, look downward that much. When it comes to looking upward, the hair does hinder it for a bit. You can do a full 360. She doesn't have a bicep swivel, probably because of the sculpt work that was done here. She has single jointed elbows. She has a wrist swivel here, can hinge. So since this is a gun holding hand, it can hinge that much and downward that much. So yeah, It depends on which hand that she has. She has an ab crunch here. You can crunch downward that much, crunch backward that much. She doesn't have a waist swivel, but she does have a upper thigh swivel here, double jointed knees. She doesn't have a cap swivel, but her feet can hinge that much and that much, and she has an ankle rocker. In terms of her arms, on a relaxed pose, that is it. You cannot like push it more, so it's always like she's always posing like that. So I guess it's more because she's more for the action. In terms of the height, we can see here that she stands almost 15 centimeters. The one that really makes this as a deluxe figure is its stand. So Hasbro made this stand which has several holes, like 9 holes, so you can put this this one in the middle if you want to, or you can put it on the sides as well. So it gives you a lot of possibilities on how you can pose the figure. This one can go up and down easily. And here is the hook. It is articulated as well, so it can move, hinge, and all that good stuff there. So yeah. So in terms of this stand, you have this big blast effect which you can put in either of any of these holes as well. So you can put it here or wherever you want it to be. So you can see it, this one can hinge. And not a medium, it's probably like a small blast effect as well, which you can put there as well. So these two blast effects are for the big holes, wherein the stand can be attached as well. Then you have like bullet shots. There are small holes here wherein you can put them, as so, like that. The trick is though, here as you can see now, the other hole is being blocked by this, so you've got to be a bit clever in how you position them. Like you can put it there, and this one here. So you have the 3 gunshots together, 1 gunshot, and we still have another one here, which should slot. Sometimes I leave it alone, I don't put it, because yeah, if you want this big one here, it blocks wherever the other one should go, because that's the other hole there. That's the only hole. We can try putting this one here. It's a bit of a tight fit. Yeah, it's really tight. So we can put this one here, like that. So yeah, it gives you a lot of chance to mix and match, see what works for you. So I think this is one option of displaying it. So you can see everything fits in. In terms of the figure, it's really easy to put her on there. So just it's like a crab's snipper, crab snipper. So it just closes. So if you try to open it like that, it just closes itself. So there we have the stand. Let's confess, the reason why I actually bought this deluxe action figure is to find a good stand for my Archangel action figure. The problem with Archangel is his wings are too heavy that I cannot find a stand that would be able to hold him, but this stand holds him perfectly. Though there is a slight bent, as you can see, because of his weight. Archangel is a bit heavy. Size comparison time with the Marvel Legends Power and Glory Captain America and the comic book AI Iron Man. You can see Black Widow fits okay with them, scales perfectly with them. Here she is besides Fox movie X-Men action figures. We have the Hugh Jackman Wolverine and the Sir Ian McKellen Magneto. Here we have her beside the Marvel Legends Retro Wave Kingpin and the Marvel Legends Retro Wave Electro. Here we have Black Widow beside the Marvel Select Sandman, which is taller because it is a 7-inch scale figure. And we have the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Wave Mysterio. Both figures I already reviewed in my channel. Hope you can check out their reviews. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you support also the upcoming Black Widow movie. It's been a while since we got a Marvel movie. So stay safe.